A lot of students, when I first started, the first year that I was here at George Brown, sort of thought that architectural technology meant they were going to become an architect, but that's not the case. And the technology part of that program is the main thing. So yes, you're working with a team of architects. Absolutely, you have a little bit of choice and say in design, but it's mainly just you are the one that's in charge of figuring out how we're putting this building together and anything technical related.
Technologist primarily is a significantly involved support player in an architectural, engineering, or construction capacity.
What drew me to the architectural field was my background in construction. I grew up working on construction sites and doing everything from carpentry, flooring installation, all through my teens. What I wanted to do was, get to the next level and learn about the design aspects, and the Architectural Technology Program seemed like the right option for me.
We've been hiring George Brown grads for a very long time, but in the last few years, as George Brown has integrated more of the Revit and the BIM into their culture and their programs, their graduates have become more valuable to us.
The first year, you learn the fundamentals of how to use computer drawing software, how a home comes together, the components of a home. As they move forward, they begin to learn about larger scale buildings, and as such, they begin to learn about more complex issues with larger scale buildings.
The firm I'm working at currently, they were looking for employees who knew Revit. I was very proficient when I left George Brown. Not too many people at the firm know Revit, and so they chose me to be part of their team for that reason. You definitely need to be a hard worker. You need to be a team player as well. Creativity is also a necessity, and you just need to be willing to adjust to change because this industry is just filled with change. There are actually a lot more opportunities than people realize. You don't just have to work at an architectural firm. People have gone off and become project managers. You can work for any of the construction companies. You can be a specifications writer. You can be a building code consultant. It's not just you have to do drawings.
It's a very experience-based industry, so a lot of your value is in your experience. But in order to get that, you need to have a good base to get started with. And George Brown was that base for me.